This is Octavia. I want to welcome you here today. If you're returning, thanks for returning. I hope that you have subscribed to the channel. I appreciate you. I appreciate your likes and subscribes. And if you're new, welcome and thank you. I hope that you like what you hear and you decide to return, subscribe, maybe even share a video. So today I have for you something that is close to me because in many ways I will just tell you a few things that the country Russia and the country Ukraine is very close to me, to my bloodline of my family. When I say that, I mean people that I'm related to by DNA, not these false family people that claim to help you on social media. I don't have time for it. Anyway, Russia and Ukraine, I'm making myself do this video because I keep seeing signs everywhere and synchronicities. So I'm doing my best to speak on this here because I care about people in those countries and people here in America who are from those countries as well. And if you're watching or if you hear, I want you to know that we miss you and we love you and we hope that we hear from you soon, because the person that I'm speaking to knows who I'm speaking to. This person is from the Ukraine. I don't know what else to say except for we miss you so much. And you know that we love you. You were there for us. You were a good friend. I love your parents, girl. And I miss you all. I miss all of you. And I really do hope that you're doing well. So, I got a few things. And it's just in my energy stirring about right now. So I didn't even have to ask the question. I got a few things and I wanted to start it out with this deck because I am neutral. Although I cannot say why they are fighting, I cannot say why there is conflict in the Ukraine and in Russia right now. It bothers me on a heart and soul level. It really does. And like I said, I miss you. I hope and pray that you're safe. And to the men that stalk me, no, I'm not talking to you. Let's go ahead and start off with these cards here. This came out sideways, so peculiar. Truth be told, I'm doing my best here. I miss you so much, young lady. I miss your parents. I miss your family. You mean a lot to me and my daughter. No more going round and round. Thank goodness. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, spirit guides, and my ancestors of the highest white light for showing me the right direction, showing me when it was time for me to make this video. The next we have clean it up. Truth be told here, I know that truth has to be told. We've all known for a while, okay? The number 14, 1 and 4 equaling 5. Narrowing down to the number 5. If you're into numerology, 1 or 4 may mean something to you, or the number 5. Truth being told here, There's an owl. Let's see, we can see through this owl here, standing over top of a mask, a golden mask. What does it mean? I'm going to read to you what the book says, because I'm really determined to get this message out. I knew it would affect me. It makes me sad. I don't want to see these countries at war because of things that happen to me and things that have happened in the spirit. I don't want to see these countries at war because of things that have happened to my family members that has affected these countries, because they're dear to me, and so are the people. And I know people might not agree with Putin, but he's a longtime friend. He is part of my spirit tribe, and I've known him for many lifetimes, several lifetimes. There's a reason why things happen though, right? So let me say this so that I can at least do what I can, do my best to try to clear it up. Truth being told, honesty, accepting things at face value. We have to remember that even though we're born here in America as free citizens, right? Sometimes our service to other people, our service, which is face to face, gets misconstrued and misunderstood. And people do not take you at face value when they should. And that was error number one, a huge mistake. People think, you know, these takers, these spiritual robbers, they think, oh, I can just take this and let it be for myself. I can just steal this because I want it. I don't want this person to have it. I want to do it. And not knowing the detriment, okay? Because they took something, even albeit people call it old school, but they took something and they played around with something that was very valuable to me. And possibly to others, because I know that it affects me and my family, and it possibly affects others as well. I know I cannot be the only one. My connection to the Russian country is a secret, is unknown to most people. Most people perceive it to be old school, but it's something more than that. It's something valuable. It's an asset to me. It's an experience that I had after a lifetime that I lived there. Okay. You cannot toy and play around with people's Akashic records. You cannot toy and play around with people's spiritual tribe and spiritual life. Some people might say, oh, it's not real. It doesn't mean anything. It's a game. How much of it is not real and or is a game when we have two countries in the same region at war? When hundreds of thousands of people dying, it's not right. Especially if people really knew why. The educational system here in America and abroad are connected. Not everyone gets to see that, because not everyone gets to choose, or not everyone gets to select how or what country they connect to. Sometimes it's forced on them, or it's the perception that they perceive is what they pick up on. Sometimes it's DNA. Whew. It's time for clarity and communication, the book says, finally. Here's the oracle's message. There is the truth, which is the essence of a thing. And then there is a truth, subjective according to the philosophy of the adherent or believer. This is not the time for debate about which truth is truer. This is a time when you are called to proclaim your truth out loud and be willing to be transparent, honest, and open in your communication with others and with yourself. Nothing less than surrender to what it is, peeling off the layers of denial. I'm going to repeat what it says. Nothing less than surrender to what it is. We're talking about the truth here. Peeling off the layers of denial that kept you tied to an illusion will set you free. I'm going to repeat it again. First, I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you here. This paragraph here. Nothing less than surrender to what it is, peeling off the layers of denial that kept you tied to an illusion will set you free. Be authentic and gloriously flawed, and spirit will answer with miracles. We have to understand that our relationship here in America, two people on this foreign soil, albeit the same region, Ukraine and Russia. These people are valuable to us on a soul level. Because if we allow them to destroy each other, we allow them to destroy a part of us, what's within us. Not normally perceived correctly or in the same way. However, it is I gotta deal with the monitoring spirits, right? I gotta just wave them out the way and don't pay attention to them and pray that they die and stop showing up. Like I was saying, this is over. It's no longer time to be in denial about the illusions. Cleaning it up. The number 221. 2 and 1 equaling the number 3. Okay? Cleaning it up. I don't mean a freaking maid. I don't mean someone taking a shower or a bath or even cleaning their home. You need to clean up what has been misunderstood, what has been drawn out for entirely too long over something that was misconceived due to a television show. I do not care if there are people around this freaking planet and in the constellations that act out what they see on TV. You will not continue to drag or incorporate me or my children's lives or anyone else who's connected to this storyline into this false preconceived notion of what reality is through the tell a lie vision. How could you take something that is supposed to be entertaining and create a war? This is not true war games, Russia and the Ukraine. This is not the true war games. This has been an enactment of one show that occurred in a television series. I should not have to apologize on behalf of American citizens or the American government. But in my soul, at my core, I apologize for this taking place because of people wanting to have revenge on me for something that I didn't do. Because it's something wrong with them mentally. We can say that this is involving or regarding a medical institution around the world, connected to the UN. But at what point do we stop allowing this powerful entity that people know as Dr. Who or the WHO organization to corrupt our minds and our lives in this way? And at this extent, this man wanted war, and he created it. He got what he wanted out of a region that has long felt like they were the underdogs, and they feel like extremists in their behavior and how they run their country and how they create their laws. But that's a different land than ours. Their land was built on different morals and themes than ours. And so we, in 2024 and beyond, are supposed to be learning how to agree to disagree with others. That's something we learn in elementary school. You do not go to war or cause conflict, which can lead to wrong decisions, poor decision making, which equates to poor leadership. And I am not saying that this has been brought on by the leaders of Russia or the Ukraine. I'm saying people have been manipulated and situations have been massaged through diplomatic relations that, number one, were not clear. Incoherent messages passed on through means that probably don't even exist anymore in this time. In this time of technological advance. Clean It Up reads, the meaning: getting to the core of a situation, freedom from a burden, cleaning house. I don't mean cleaning a house or cleaning the house. I mean cleaning up a freaking conflict in a region that's at war, caused and manipulated by Americans, American citizens who were foolish to begin with. And yeah, I can say these words with clarity and with fact, because I know what I know, what I know, what I know. The Oracle's message: ever feel so bogged down with emotional gunk that you can't think straight? This person that caused this, his head is in the fog. Why? This person overthinking, his head is in a fog. Oh, my bad. Everyone sees this person as a woman, right? Except me. All right, whatever. This person. We're going to go back to person. Overthinking, worrying, can't sleep, can't eat. Stressed out, has caused this, has brought this on. Could you be surrounded by physical clutter in your home also? Too much work, overwhelmed? Time to clean house. Every item out of place natters away at you. Every unresolved resentment, every comparison to other that leads to a sense of lack. Every comparison to others leads to a sense of lack. I hope and pray that this message is being heard. In fact, I don't hope, because hope is a joke. I pray that this message is being heard. It takes up energetic space. Every unpaid bill just adds up to unnecessary feelings of being overwhelmed. Now is the time to free yourself by energetically cleaning house. Just do it. Make room for the miracles that are lining up for you. You know what this is saying? Apologize. You know what this is saying? Give that money back to that person or that country. I don't know who. accepted the bribe. I don't know who did the blackmailing. I don't know who changed the programming in the system or the databases. But that's what they're supposed to be cleaning up. It has nothing to do with someone's physical home, physical appearance, or person. It has everything to do with what conspires and transpires between these countries that are involved in NATO, in the UN. Are we going to be led by television now? Are you telling me that this is how we act in 2024? We got electrical cars. We got Twitter changed to X. We have so much diversity everywhere. Whether people like it or not, we do. We got the fates here. So something is faded. Oh, Lord. Something is faded. And this mess being cleaned up between the Ukraine and I'm hearing Europe is involved, Britain, Great Britain. Something involving the euro. I see Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. Russia. Old Russia. Old Russia still exists. We cannot truly believe that just because they changed their names from the USSR, that the old, oh wow, the old Crimean ruler dictatorship, these people still exist. Without me giving away the things that I know, because I know what I know. Things will be mended because we got mended here in faith. Chop wood and get the heck to it, okay? Don't make somebody have to force you to do it. Look at this next card. It's time. It's time to make a change. We are the people who can do it. Okay? Let me get something on Putin and Russia. Success. Do we want them to be successful at destroying their country? Ukraine used to be USSR. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Okay? At the bottom of the deck is adversity. Do we want them to be successful in causing adversity when they should be creating and maintaining a friendship at the top of the deck? We have to build relationships and secure relationships, because this is not the time to be wasting and spending money. Okay, we got pandemics around the world that's killing a massive amount of people. This isn't the time for us to be spending money on war. I don't give a crap how governments and countries used to function and used to, should I say, turn the wheel. This is not the time for that anymore. Monies and funding has to be assimilated into other things right now, other areas, to help prevent us from just freaking dying. Because like I said, we have pandemics that exist now. And who are you going to send to the war with all of this humongous, massive military funding if everybody's dying from a pandemic? Give me something on the leader of the Ukraine. Courage. I know this man has been courageous. You know why? He asked for help. Ain't no person on this planet stronger or braver than this man right now, who keeps asking. I don't give a crap if we keep giving him money that I'm gonna tell you, I know I freaking need. I know I can't afford to pay off my student loans. I would like for them to pass that through and wipe my debt clear. Congress, America. Despite the foolishness and the trickery that's happening in the spirit regarding student loans and student aid, things need to be put to an end so that people can really, truly try to pick themselves up from their bootstraps. They can't do it if they bog down by ridiculous prices to try to get a college degree, to get a job. Jobs that faded away during the pandemic. I mean, how many times? Monies need to be focused elsewhere right now and prepare for the future. This is not a one-time thing. This man was courageous. This man that is running the Ukraine right now. He asked for help. Russia said, I'm not going to cry, uncle. And you know why they will be successful? Because they're strong. Because their military is strong. Because their army is ridiculous. Because of their mindset. It's because of what's in their DNA. It's because of that cold freaking weather they live in. It makes them strong as heck. You know why? Because I'm from Chicago. And we have similar, not the same, cold ass weather that makes people tough on the inside. It's something that builds your character. Do you want them to crush a country that's just getting started? Less than 100 years old. Why? He found the courage and the inner strength to face fear with confidence. What do we have at the bottom of the deck? These people are not well, they're struggling. Their health is a concern. Why? Because it's affecting them mentally and physically. And it's bothering their relationships with other countries. Overseas, abroad from even where they're at, i.e. America. Because we have angry Americans that don't have a job, that can't pay their bills, they can't feed their families properly, begging for assistance to pay the light bill or the gas bill, what have you. And they keep seeing hundreds, if not millions of dollars going across the ocean to the Ukraine. You don't think that creates an evil, angry, upset energy that can be felt across the waters? You better believe it can. You better believe it can. This man feels guilty for asking for help. He not only had to ask for military help, he had to ask for funding. I'm seeing France is involved with this despicable energy that they're receiving. This man has a purpose. He's doing this because this God sent. That was his life purpose, possibly, or is. And he knows that he's going to be judged. He knows that he is being judged by millions of people around the world every time he reaches out his hand to ask for help. No, Russia doesn't have to ask for help. They've been established for hundreds and hundreds of, not thousands of years. They have the strength. They have the foundation. It didn't go away when the name changed. These people were filtered into other places. Yes, we saw that some people died, but not all of them. You're making this country feel lonely. You're making this country empathically and spiritually alone. I don't care if we help them. They feel alone. And that affects people's psyche as well as their health. Now, do we want to kill people or maim people who need to receive help? You're causing people to doubt their life purpose and to struggle with fighting fear versus being courageous at a time when their country is at war. I'm not saying that Russia didn't go through the same thing. I'm saying that the Ukraine and its leaders are going through these things, and it's not fair. And it was not meant to be. Yes, I get upset every time I see the amount of money going into the military here in America and going to the military in... These are orphans from the Ukraine. I don't have to make it up. The child that is friends with my family, she is a child orphan from the Ukraine. And I miss her dearly. And my child misses her friend. And this crap is going on. Why does she have to be a hero or a heroine for her country when she doesn't even have any familial connections that she knows of there? Don't make her choose between America, the country where she was raised and cared for properly, and the Ukraine. Don't make her choose that. Don't make her make a spiritual choice that she should not have to make. That's the country and the land that she was born in. Although she was raised in America, don't make her go through that. The next two cards at the bottom of the deck. This is innocent. But yet we got countries at war. You know why? Because my family, Russian. Her family, and I'm talking about blood here, and I don't mean people playing with witchcraft and occultism doing things with blood. I'm talking about blood. I'm talking about spirit. I'm talking about dimensional connections that we're born with, that we had, that we were able to create and bond to in life. This young lady, hers is Ukrainian. Do not cause these people to be at war. I need friendship and relationship from these two countries. For myself and for my children. And this young lady is not my child, but I watched her grow up. She is like a child to me. When I tell you the type of friendship and caring connection that she was able to form and bond to my child, she didn't have to do that. Her mom works in the White House. They didn't have to do that. Who was I? Some lowly contractor who lost her job when she got sick. It doesn't have to be that way. Things have to be changed. Who is at fault here? Some hedonistic priest possibly acting out in his shadow and his dark? Didn't I say Doctor Who? Lying and being deceitful? Some priest, the preacher, in some other realm, in some other country. You don't always know people. I wish I had a deck that I could end with. To lift the energy of this read. But I don't. I just know that these girls that I watch grow up as well as her brother. So I didn't mention him because my daughter was friends with his sister. Don't make them choose. Don't make them fight unrealistic, uncharacteristically games that they don't play in the land that they were born in. Don't make them do boys versus girls. That's some bullcrap we do here in America that I'm sick of myself. They don't do that in their land. There are people And they know and they understand it's within them at their core. Do you see success? He knows. Putin knows that he's causing adversity. He knows. You know why? Because he put his foot down on ridiculousness. Unfortunately, the Ukraine had to feel his foot. Endings. This shit is over. And I was trying not to cuss the entire time, but I'm really done. I'm fed up with this stupidity that keeps going round and round. And I thank God we got 2 ending cards. We got round and round, upside down, and endings. It's over. Stop lying about who you are in the spirit. You are ruining countries and innocent people's lives. Women, men, and children that have nothing to do with this behavior that has gone on in this country over revenge for no reason, and people who have mental illness. And no, I wasn't involved, but people stole people's identity, social security information. Stop calling it personal information. This is what makes me who the hell I am in this country. And these people were deceptive and demeaning, and they lied to my countrymen in the spirit. And I don't give a crap if I was born here in America. Those Russian men and women are my countrymen. And to the young lady that became like family to me, those Ukrainian people are her family, period. Now stop it with this crap where you making money off of being a freaking whore and a Jezebel. Stop it. You're ruining people's lives. And I'm going to end it at that, because this was very, very emotional for me. Because I have not wanted to speak on this, but I knew from the daggone start what it was. I don't have to go and visit a land to know what's happening in a land with people that I connect to in my spirit and my soul. Putin is angry because he knows. He knows who I am. He knows you've been playing. He knows that's not me. Don't make him fight against a young lady who had no choice in the matter. She was just growing up in America's stupid, dumbass, backwards educational system, where adults are taking advantage of children without their knowledge and willingness. I'm fed up with this mess. This country needs to revise, revamp, if not destroy the school system here. Teachers getting shot and killed. Kids getting shot and killed. Over words. What happened to teaching kids? Sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Nobody has a backbone anymore. Everybody's hiding behind fake accounts, doing horrible crap to other people for no reason, just out of their pettiness and insecurities. And that's what you're teaching the young people. How do you expect people to grow up and go to war for our country if something ever happens on our land? You're not thinking forward thinking. You're thinking backwards. You're thinking secretive. You're thinking I gotta get money. And then America won't exist anymore. Do you want us to be a freaking sinkhole of 51 states? You better think about it.